The darkest season of the year has come here in the north of Sweden, but what does darkness mean? It's amazing, really. Darkness can make it easier for you to see the light if you are willing to look around. In this soft, gentle light that is granted to us for a few hours per day, I let my soul dance. I bath in gratitude for every sun ray that touches my face and stare into the sky in awe whenever the light show of the north outdoes itself again. This is my very first December I ever experienced here in northern Sweden. This has become one of my favorite seasons so far, and in this vlog I will show you why. Let's start at the beginning, when we still had around 0 degrees and almost no snow, but surely winter and the beginning of some magical events. It is the 2nd of December today, and we have like 0 degrees. Yesterday we had up to 6 degrees plus. It's a very crazy December, it's very mild. And it is right now like 20 minutes after 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and we have this sunset here. Like, not that you would see the sun because the sun is somewhere over there, but the sun is already setting, and I'm on my walk with Frida. We take her out every day now while there's still daylight, because the sun doesn't really rise at all actually, because it doesn't reach above the treetops anymore. It's always below the treetops, and so that is very interesting. But I enjoy it a lot so far. So far I really love the dark season. Is it filming? Yeah, it is. So the problem that we have now, if you want to call it that way, is that the snow is melting, so all the surfaces are like ice. Basically there's ice everywhere now, where there's like just the melted snow, and that is slippery. It simply is slippery. But yeah, that's very interesting. So now I really hope for the next snow to fall pretty soon. Not only because the landscape looks much more beautiful when everything is covered in snow and you have this beautiful winter wonderland, but also because then it is less slippery. So let's hope for the cold temperatures to come back again and for the snow to fall. But so far, like also today, just this lake almost melted again, or at least the surface is like watery again. It's just beautiful. Sweden can't do anything to look like shit. It always looks beautiful. And after the temperatures finally dropped down again to -10 degrees, the ice on the lake started singing. And for the first time in my life, I was hearing and experiencing this magic live. I only have this super small microphone. I don't have a professional microphone, but I still want to try to capture what the lake is doing tonight, because it's crazy. It is the first time in my life that I get to hear live in Sweden what Jenni was recording during the last years with her lake, the singing ice. And it was very subtle today, the whole day, but tonight, because the temperatures dropped from like 1 degree to -10 now, the ice is completely going crazy, and I really want to try to capture this. I hope I can. I have no idea how the sound will turn out, but I'm trying. Not only did the sound turn out pretty well, but I was even blessed with the sudden appearance of northern lights while I was at the lake listening to this live concert. It is almost as if there was a thunderstorm underwater. It's beyond fascinating, and if you want to know more about it and hear it in much better quality, I highly recommend checking out Jenni and Flo's YouTube channel. Besides experiencing pure magic, of course I also live a normal person's real life, and there's always work that needs to be done. During winter time, we are helping our landlords with renovating indoors, and some wallpapers have to go. During my small breaks, I always try to get some sunlight. It's right now 12, in the middle of the day. This is as high as the sun rises at the moment. And the interesting thing is, she has no warmth. I don't feel any warmth on my face. It's just light. And she doesn't rise any higher than that at the moment, and it's the beginning of December. But just seeing her and having like this beautiful day is amazing, really. It's amazing. Oh yeah. My love won't budge. My love won't fade out to the preview. We only get one life. And what I really don't want to withhold from you is how Frida and I are dressing up when we hit the -15 in the mornings. We bought a special extra thick and insulated winter jacket for her, and of course booties to protect her paws, as she has absolutely no undercoat and no fur between her toes to protect her from the cold. And even though she doesn't quite enjoy the dressing process, she is very happy with her outfit outdoors. There's always a chant and a beating heart. I'll give you my best. I think that's a start. December is the darkest month of the year, and therefore it's pretty clear that we need a celebration of the light. It's a tradition called Lucia, usually celebrated on the 13th of December, and I had the pleasure of spending my first Lucia evening with someone who truly embodies light.
As I used to be, and the piano is very, very out of tune.
Okay. But it will sound beautiful, I'm sure.
No, I like the F here. It's you.
Ah, it has a little spice to it.
Sometimes in a good day, I can feel like, oh, it does add a little bit of spice, a little bit of charm.
Yeah.
But it's also horrible.
His presence is warm and uplifting, his kindness is effortless, and his art has a quiet way of easily brightening your mood. Simply being near him feels like stepping into a gentle glow. Daniel truly has become a dear friend to me, and I am so grateful he invited me to his beautiful house and even cooked tomtegröt for me. It was such a beautiful evening. That was really nice. It was quite fast. Holy moly.
It was probably too fast. When I get nervous,
you play faster.
I play faster.
No. And before we continue my very musical December time, I want to take you with me into Swedish nature once more. Because during the season of snow and ice, I went on a little solo trip with Frida to the mountains of Åre. And the beauty and coziness I got to experience there was too precious to just keep it to myself. So I created a whole relaxing video for you, my loves, which you can now find on my channel. So after the silence of mountains and frozen rivers, I went, believe it or not, into a church concert to listen to a Christmas choir. One of our friends is singing in this choir and he invited us to come. It was very beautiful and an amazing experience to hear all my Christmas childhood songs in Swedish. After just being here for a little more than 6 months, I feel very blessed to be invited by such beautiful people. And so we went to another magical home on the 3rd Advent to eat a surprisingly Bavarian homemade meal with Jenni and Flo, who are now spending their 2nd winter in Sweden. I guess this is how you keep warm in the northern winters. You spend enough time with kind-hearted, warm, welcoming people. And if you like their vibe, I highly recommend checking out their Instagram, where they also share a lot of beautiful, inspiring stories about their life.
Saw your eyes, you saw my tags. had ever seen. What I'd give to leave this war, find you on another shore.
Hi! It is such a beautiful day. I am so happy, really. I saw the sun. I saw the sun for like 5 minutes. I think she's still over there. But I chose, for whatever reason, the super long land tongue that we have here. And this is surrounded by lakes that are now frozen over. But of course it's like the windiest area that one can choose. So I sit now in the wind shadow, I hope, but unfortunately in the sun shadow too, because the sun is behind me on the other side where the wind comes from. So I hope you can hear me well. First, tap a cup of tea. Yes, to you, because you guys are crazy. 600 new people within 2 weeks? What the hell? Like, thank you. Cheers to you. Really, I am so happy. I welcome you all with all my heart, and really for all your likes and your comments. Thank you so much. I mean, wow. This is really crazy. It is really crazy, and I'm super grateful. Thank you so much. I really hope you can feel my love radiating to you right now. So before this video ends, I wanted to share with you like my personal favorite moments of these past, 3 weeks now. And I wanted to invite you, before I share mine, to think for a few seconds what were your most favorite moments of the past 2 weeks, or what are you grateful for? Take a moment to just think. I hope you came up with some really nice memories and moments. For me, it was on number one, definitely laying in that embrace of that old tree. That was absolutely wonderful. Really wonderful. Then, on the second place is meeting with Daniel. Shout out to you, Daniel. Thank you so much for having me. It is such a blessing that we live in a time where a YouTuber, where like a person that you only know from the internet, and then you meet them and they are like you kind of expected them to be. This is just beautiful, and on top of that, he's even better than that. I can say that with all honesty. He is such a wonderful human being, and I'm so grateful to have him in my life. So that was definitely one of my favorite evenings of this past 2 to 3 weeks. And then of course the singing ice. The night where I was out and the ice was singing, and then even the northern lights came. Unfortunately, my equipment is not good enough to capture all of this the way it was. I have at the moment no chance to bring that to you in a way that Jonna, for example, can. She, of course, captured it the most perfect way that you can. And I saw it in her videos, and now experiencing it at my front door, like I could hear the ice singing when I was in my bedroom. That was so crazy. That was definitely one of my favorite moments too. So just these 3 moments are like worth being alive, I would say. And of course there were many, many more, with meeting wonderful people and having really good food and just nature experiences. It's just perfect. It's really perfect. So now I really hope that you also found some moments that you are super grateful for, that make you feel glad that you're alive. And again, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sitting here with me on that windy midday. Believe it or not, it's like 12 or something, or 12:15 in the middle of the day. So the sun will set soon. I have to go home soon. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And well, I wish you now a wonderful Christmas time and a wonderful slide into that new year. Don't forget to manifest your stuff. Make a vision board maybe, and send some thank you energy boosts to the universe or to whomever. And then I will see you next year, I guess. So cheers to a wonderful, wonderful 2024. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for everything. And then see you on the other side. Bye.